Are you here? Tell me if you're here, please. Please tell me. I think I have everything hooked up. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to see if you are here. Yeah, I think I'm here. Is anybody else here with me? Come on. Come on. Give me a second, okay? I always need a second. So I have to tell you, speaking of seconds, it's frozen. Just a minute. Come on. Come on. Maybe it's not going to unfreeze. So my kids would always say, turn everything off, start it up again, and then it won't be frozen. Well, this isn't fun. I am frozen. Dang, this isn't fun at all. Oh, we have Alice and Heidi and Mickey. Mickey, it's been a while since I've seen you. And Pat and Dottie. Okay, there's just a few of you here. Let me tell you what. I really shouldn't say this. When I just said a minute ago, I says, give me a sec. All right. Let's see if I can remember exactly how this happened. When I really should think twice before I say stuff. But I hope none of my kids are watching. Mickey is taking care of her mom still. And Joanne, you are here. And Tara. All right, I'm going to say this quick, okay? And don't repeat this. And I should delete this after I say it. So my kids were doing something, and I says, come on. Or no. Yeah, okay. I have to think about this. I always blow jokes, right? And this is not a joke. This really happened. But I said, come on, come on. And they said, give me a sec. And I said, I don't have any sex. You've got to come right now. Didn't know what I'd said. Please tell me you have never done that. So whenever I say, give me a second or give me a sec, I think of that. And my kids were dying. They said, oh, Mom. All right. Nobody's laughing with me. Nobody is laughing. Am I blushing? Because I feel like I'm blushing. I shouldn't even speak. I shouldn't. Well, guess what? Tomorrow is. How do I wear this? And I'm not sure how I wear this. I told you I really love hats. I just don't wear them. I think they're really cool looking. And when somebody wears a hat, I think, whoa, I want to do that. The only time I wear a hat is when I mow the grass to keep the grass clippings out of my hair. And that's it. Not even on a sunny day do I wear a hat. I wish I did. I really wish I did, because I have a few. Okay, I need to take a deep breath after that last one. All right, I'm going to leave this on for a minute. Maybe it'll help me not blush anymore. Oh, Debbie, it's cold in Florida today. Well, we got that snowstorm like a week, maybe a week and a half ago, where we got 3 feet of snow. So I had 3 feet standing in my backyard and my front yard. And along my driveway, it was a wall of snow, okay? And it got warm the other day, and it rained. That big rainstorm that came through California and came through us, it got warm enough that we have melted 2 feet of our snow. In some places, I can see the ground, the dirt. And you think, oh, that's great. It's spring next week. Well, it's not so great, because the ground is so saturated with water that it can't handle the melting snow. So where does it go? In my walkout at my house. And we actually have a rental right next door. And in the walkout of the rental, and we didn't know it because we're not living there, but we do have someone in there right now. We got a text at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, there's water coming in the windows, because the water has nowhere to go. We don't live on a floodplain by any means, but when the water is 3 feet outside your window, where's it supposed to go? It goes down. And at that point, so we had to go yesterday, we had to go pull the carpet. We hired somebody to come in and suck all the water out. And the poor people that are renting right now I think they're going to be there for a few more days. It's an Airbnb. Um, they're having to sleep on the couch. They're not happy. I don't blame them. I don't blame them a bit. But we should sew a hat, Mickey. You bet. Yep. So the carpet is still pulled up. We're hoping to get it back down in a couple of days, but it's got to dry or it goes moldy and yucky. And then we have to do some repairs. We'll probably have some repairs to do when they leave anyway. I tell you, I am not happy. Okay. Let's get down to business. Anybody else have something funny? Mindy says the rain melted all of our snow and we're about to float away. We have lots of running water and our little river is flooding. That is exactly right. When this snow melts, I need a boat. And I've been watching the news, and there are some people that are on a little rowboat going down their street. It's crazy. And there are, in St. George area, down in southern Utah, there are waterfalls over the rocks that have been dry for years. And now at 3 in the morning, yesterday morning, all of a sudden they started flowing big. So they're telling people, don't go out in the slot canyons and don't go out and go hiking right now, because we've had quite a few that have gotten lost in those slot canyons. And so far, I think we've only lost one hiker, and that's really sad because he didn't know it was coming. Oh, and Alice says it's a gorgeous day in Washington. Maybe we're going to get gorgeous, except our weather is coming up from California and over instead of Washington and down. Alice is in the car. She's a passenger. All right. Well, we kind of have a little bit of sun today. But you know what? I have that weather app on my phone. Oh, Heidi, your daffodils are coming up. I love daffodils. Mine aren't coming up yet. At least I can't find them. My weather app changes hourly, but I think the weather changes hourly, right? So I can't blame the weather app. But we were supposed to get up to almost 50 degrees this weekend. I don't think we're going to make it. I think it's going to be a little colder than that. Oh, I've been working on some stuff and I can't wait to tell you all about it. So Pat said it's sunny in Central California. Well, Pat, I'm coming to Central California. I think kind of close to Central California. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Have you ever heard the term FOMO? F-O-M-O? You probably have. You know what that is, right? Because we all know somebody who is a FOMO, right? Whoops. Tell me you know what that is. Any guesses if you don't? Tell me you do. Tell me you do. Heidi, you know what it is, right? FOMO is fear of missing out. So you know those people that are always crowding to the front of the line because they might miss something, right? Or sometimes it's when you hear that your friends are off doing something and you feel really bad because you're not there with them because they don't want to miss out. Yep, fear of missing out, Joanne. Well, I heard a new term the other day, and this is more of what I am. It's JOMO, J-O-M-O. Because sometimes you just feel like this. It is the joy of missing out. Do you like that? The joy of missing out. I don't like to miss out either. I love to be with my kids. I love to see what they're doing. In fact, that's why I joined Facebook and Instagram in the first place, so I could see where they were and what they were doing. And now I watch my grandkids because my kids aren't posting so much anymore. So JOMO, it's the joy of missing out, because if we don't have to, like, it's hard for me to go out at night when it's cold and it's dark, and I just want to be home snuggled in front of the fireplace, right? Well, that's joy of missing out. I don't care what's going on out there sometimes. I just want to be home. Do you guys like that? I like to go places. Don't get me wrong. I love to go places, but at night when it's dark and cold, I hate to go to a movie in the winter because you have to go out to your cold car, remember? And you have to look for it in the dark. I don't like that. I like to be home. I like to be home with the lights on and the heater running. That's me. In fact, I just read this today. So you've heard of mood rings? I don't need a mood ring. I've got a face. People tell me that they can read me so perfectly. They know exactly what I'm thinking all the time. I'm thinking, how do you know? How do you know? I guess I am just an open book. Oh, Pat, you're with me? I know, I know. But, okay, I have to read this one because you know how I always blow the punchlines? Okay, I'm going to have to, like, I tried telling my husband this morning because I thought this is so funny. It wasn't funny because I got it wrong. I hope if I get it wrong this time, at least you're going to kind of know what I'm talking about, and maybe you can tell it better than me. So, do you have a friend named Annette? A friend named Annette. Do you have one? Well, do you like to fish? Because, well, you can't fish without taking your friend Annette, because you got to have a net to fish. Ta-da! That was it. I know. Toss that one. That one's not coming back. All right. I do want to talk to you about some fun stuff I have going on. I've got coming up. I can't wait. First of all, I have a project on the 10s Monday morning at 10 o'clock, and I've already got it ready. I'm so excited. I think you're going to like it. It's kind of cute. I haven't actually made it yet. I think I'm going to make it with you. I haven't made it. So I hope it works. It's really, really going to be a cute idea. So I hope you can join me for Monday morning at 10 o'clock. So we do a project on the 10s on the 10th, on the 20th, and the 30th. We got cheated in February because there was no 30th. So this is the 20th of March, and we have a project we're going to do at 10 o'clock, and it'll take about 10 minutes to do. So there you go. Project on the 10s on the 10th, 20th, or 30th at 10 o'clock for about a 10-minute project. Okay? Please join me if you can. I think I have lost all your comments. Am I still live? I think I am. All right. And I mentioned a minute ago that I'm going to be in California. I am. I'm so excited. So on April 20th and 21st, I'm going to be at Meisner's in Sacramento. So if you are anywhere near that and you have a serger, or you want to get a serger, or you want to learn about sergers, come spend some time with me. We are going to make 3 projects in 2 days. 3 projects. And you're going to love them. And you are going, well, actually, you're going to love that serger so much is what you're going to love. Because it is a mighty fine serger. And you know, I love the sergers. In fact, we're going to talk about that in a minute. So if you are in near Sacramento and you want to come hang out, I think we're going to have a trunk show before the classes begin. So maybe you'd like to be involved with that if you already have a serger. If you don't have a serger, then come. You don't have to bring anything as far as I know. You just got to come sit at that serger and make 3 projects. Okay? And you're going to learn so much. You're going to love that machine. Hi, Valerie. Valerie is tired. Remember how I talked about I don't like to go out at night? Valerie hopefully is tucked in bed right now. Hi, Marilyn. How is Missouri, Marilyn? Is it warm? Valerie, how's the UK? Is it warm? I want somebody to be warm, okay? But you know what? Come June and July and August, I'm going to be sitting here sweating. I'm not going to like it. And I'm going to remind myself how cold it's been, and don't complain. Don't complain. It's okay. All right. I have something I want to share with you. I want you to see this project. We have a live class coming up. The live class is going to be April 17th. That's a Monday at 10 a.m. I want you to join me. Remember how I told you I love sergers? Well, look at this. Look at that. We are going to make this together. And do you see all the different techniques that are in here? We have piping, we have flag lock wave, we have cover stitch, we have ribbon installed to the cover stitch, we have ruching, we have faux binding, we have chain stitch. We have so many stitches in this project that you will learn how to do and you will love, especially the piping. You will be surprised at how easy that piping is to do. And look at the cover stitch. Don't you want to do that? Don't you want to learn how to do that? That is cover stitching on the Triumph. So if you don't have a Triumph and you want to get one, I can help you with that, or I can direct you the right ways to go. But if you do have maybe a euphoria or an accolade, you can still do this. If you have a victory or a celebrate, you can do the 4-thread overlock parts. If you have an acclaim, if you have a euphoria, I mean, all those different machines. Maybe you've got an overlock machine and you have the cover stitch machine. You've got both parts, just not in one machine. You can still do this. In fact, if you like the pattern and you want to make this, there's probably ways that you can adjust and do it even with just a sewing machine. You could do this part. Let me put it back down here. You could do this part in a bobbin works or just a decorative stitch. You could do this part right here on it with a pin tuck, or with your victory you could do a rolled hem right there, or we could do a rolled hem. There are different ways to adjust this. Remember how I talked about how you have a microwave and a crock pot and an Instapot? There are different ways to create the same thing. And if you want to be creative and you don't have a serger or a triumph or an accolade, you can still do it. Just join me. It's going to be fun. We haven't had a live class in a long time, and I want to be live. I want to be live with you. So please join me. This is live on the website right now. This is called Sergelicious, and it will be the first class that pops up because I just barely put it on. The only thing is the link to the class is not there yet. The pattern for the class is not there yet, but it will be very soon. All right, probably tomorrow. That class will be up and running to where you can download the pattern and you can get all your fabrics and you can be sewing along with me. I cannot wait. All right, I want you to join me. I'm going to start counting. For everybody that joins, I'm going to find out who's there. I'm going to be watching because I want to see you there. All right, I have another fun thing that I do want to talk about today. Let me put that away. And what are these fun fabrics? They are brand new. I love fun fabrics. Well, actually, they're not totally brand new. But I think the one I'm going to make with you, I'm going to make it out of brand new fabrics. This is actually a Fat Quarter bundle that I bought a little while ago. I couldn't tell you who it was made by, but I really thought they were pretty fabrics. All right, let me read your comments for just a minute. What have we got going on here? Oh, Tara says in Lower Alabama, it's 75, really 75 degrees? Wow, that would be a heat wave here right now. Oh, Valerie says, hey, she just saw that we are live. You must have put your clocks forward as it is 11:15 here. We did. I hate daylight savings. Actually, I like daylight savings when I'm here, but I don't want to switch back and forth. I can't handle it. It's like jet lag for 2 weeks. It's crazy. Hi, Alice. I'm glad you're back. Joanne says it's 60 degrees in Maryland today. Oh, but she didn't go outside. Yep, Alice, this is a brand new class that we are going to do. I'm going to show you one more time here. I love it. I got so excited making this. I got so excited. It is so fun. We are going to install a ribbon on the serger. We are going to ruche it on the serger. We are going to bind it on the serger. We're going to put piping in and a flat lock wave and a cover stitch. This is the back side of the cover stitch. We're going to use the quilt guide. We're going to use all those feet that you got, or maybe you didn't get. And we can still probably figure out ways to do this if you don't have the feet. The piping foot is kind of a given. You'll need that one. But this right here, no special foot, no special foot, no special foot. You can do it. And you are going to love it because you're going to be using that serger that's been sitting in a box or under the table, right? And do you feel guilty all the time because you don't use it? Well, no longer are you going to feel guilty. And Valerie, I know you can do this. Valerie teaches serging classes or has done. Hi, Jennifer. This is serging. Although, if you want to be creative and figure out how to do this on your sewing machine, you could do that too. But Alice, I know you have a serger. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. Oh, Valerie says her daylight savings doesn't start for 10 more days. I tell you, it just fouls me up so much. I mean, right now I can't get out of bed in the mornings because I think, is it dark? What time is it? And I have, you've got those clocks that automatically reset. I love those. Alexa and Amazon everywhere. I love them. I can't say that loud because she'll start. Oh, no. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Okay. I can hear her. She was still talking. See, I can't say the name that can't be named. I have to not say her. She'll start talking to me. Those are great because they reset themselves. But I have 11 clocks in my house, maybe 12, that don't, that are battery. I have, and there's the one on the stove, the one on the microwave, the one on the TV. And I've got 2 in this room right here. I've got 2 in my bedroom. I've got 2 in the living room. I mean, I have clocks everywhere in my house. I love clocks. I like to know what time it is, and I don't want to have to turn my head too far. It's like having chapstick. You got to have a chapstick in every pocket, right? Well, I have a lot of clocks. Some of them I've changed, but I can't remember when I look at them. Is that one changed or is that one the same? I don't know what time it is. I go crazy. I don't know if you guys like that. I hate it. Hi, Laura. Oh, Valerie, join me. Please join me. I want some company. I don't like to sew alone. Not a bit. I want to hang out with you guys. And it's been a while since we've been able to do that. So, all right. Schedules are crazy, right? And I'm going to California right after I finish that class. In fact, the week before California, I'm going to be in Las Vegas at VDTA. If you're going to be there, find me. I'll be watching for you. I'm not going to wear a green hat. In fact, I'm even going to take this off right now. It's driving me crazy. Makes my head hurt. The class date is April 17th at 10 a.m. And I didn't put a closing time on it because we're going to sew till we're done. Marilyn Snow says, my hubby sets the clocks ahead and the one in my sewing room decided that it didn't have enough battery life to continue, so now we need to replace the battery. Don't you hate that? They do take batteries, but it's worth it to have a clock. Oh, Alice said, we'll be in Vegas April 25 to May 2nd. I will miss you because I will be there on, I don't know what day I'm going to be there. I think it's the 13th and 14th. I didn't bring that date over with me. It's clear over there. What can I say? All right. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I have a great offer. So earlier this week, I was able to do a presentation on Quilt Fest. Have you guys watched Quilt Fest? I think I recognized quite a few of your names in the comments. So I think some of you were there. But I'm going to show you the same thing I showed at Quilt Fest. Not the same presentation, of course, but I'm going to show you what I showed there because I contacted Quilt Fest this morning and I said, I have this machine here. I still want to show it. I love this machine. It is the coolest machine. And I'm looking around for a minute here. Can I show it again? And will you offer the same offer that you had on Tuesday? And they said, of course we will. So this is with Sewing Machines Plus in California, and they have Quilt Fest that's even going on today and tomorrow, I believe. They're showing different things. Every half hour they have a different presenter, which is really cool. And they said they were honor the same price that we offered on Tuesday for this machine. So I'm going to show you this machine and what it can do. And if you were there, let me know that you were there. Whoops, wrong place. Nope, wrong place. I can't hit those buttons right. 1 minute. All right, this is the Accomplish. I love this machine. I don't personally have this machine, but boy, if I wanted a machine like this, this would be the one I'd go after. I'll tell you why. Because it will stitch 1,500 stitches per minute. That is really, really fast. I'm reading your comments again. I shouldn't stop and read them because then I lose my train of thought. This machine is amazing. It's almost like it's threaded up almost like a long arm because you have these tension dial up here that looks like a long arm. You got this right there that looks like a long arm. And then you have, I got in trouble doing this the other day because I accidentally turned my camera off as I moved it. But look right there, there is the bobbin. Now I know that we're used to the top feeding bobbins, the ones you just drop into place. But did you know that this will actually give you a faster stitch, a better stitch? Because we have all those decorative stitches on our machine, so we have to have a top loading bobbin. But this is a side load, more like your long arm. But this is a straight stitch dedicated machine. That means you've got one hole under there, and when you stitch on it, you're not going to have any fabric sucked down inside at all. It also has a pin feed system back here in the feed dogs, and that means, and there is no way I can show you what that does, but right back there in the very back, I can at least get a pointer. Right back there, there's a little hole in the feed dogs. And that little hole, there's a pin that comes up in conjunction with the feed dogs, and it helps feed your fabric through. So if you're doing maybe a suede or a velveteen or something like that, or a heavier fabric that just has a harder time going through, you can have a setting right over here that you'll put it on, and it makes that pin come up. If you can see that little pin right there, it has that pin come up. So this right here is, there's not a lot of dials on this. That's okay. It has the important one. It has our thread cutter, and we need that. This is my length, and my needle tension is right up here. And right here, this is my feed dogs. So I can have them come up a lot, or just a little, or have them come up in conjunction with my pin, or drop them all together. And wait till you see what comes with this machine. So it comes with all of these feet that maybe you wouldn't think would come on a straight stitch machine. There is your walking foot, which is an important one. And there is the free motion foot. And it's got a plastic so you can see through in there, so you can see exactly where you're stitching. It has an adjustable zipper foot. It has a straight stitch foot. Now this may look a lot like the one on the machine, but I'm going to show you some differences on it. Here is a 1/4 inch foot, and it has these little guides in here so you'll know exactly where you're stitching. It has a knee lift. So this is a hands-free sewing, and all it's going to do is lift that foot up when you want to turn a corner or whatever you want to do. And then it has the hammer foot, which we love. It has an invisible zipper foot. Never thought about doing that on this machine, right? Well, come back over here. Right here. So if I am going up, I'm even going to go up one. I want to show you how perfect this thing will stitch. One thing I have to remember is I have to go in the back to put my foot down. And here I go. I've got my feed dogs down. I'm going to put them back up. Got my thread cutters. And look at that. That is such a really straight stitch. And I've got it on a really long length. I was showing some people the other day. Look at that. But here's another thing that it does, which I love. Right here on the needle plate, it has a 1/4 inch marking that's vertical. I wish all machines had that, and maybe they do, and I just haven't noticed it. So I can stitch right to that 1/4 inch mark. And if I had my knee lift in there, now my needle stays down, I'm on the 1/4 inch mark, I'm going to knee lift it up, turn it around, and you can see that I have now stitched a perfect corner. I'm going to show that to you right there. Right there. That is a perfect 1/4 inch corner. I never can remember or tell. I have to look on my foot and figure out where that 1/4 inch is going to be because I need to sew right to a 1/4 inch from the end. But now I have a mark on this machine. But look at what else I can do. I'm going to fold this fabric in half. I'm going to fold the pretty side out just so I can look at the pretty side. And then I'm going to fold it over. So there's 4 layers, 6 layers, 8 layers, Let's go tan. I haven't done the tan before. Oh my. I want you to see what's going to happen. Remember I told you we had a straight stitch foot over there? This one right here is called the flex foot. It's got a little joint or a hinge right there, and when I lift that up, it's going to flex over the hump that I'm going over. And what that's going to do is make it so those feed dogs are always intact, always connecting with the fabric. Did you see that? I went fast over that. You didn't even hear a bump. It is a perfect stitch. Does anybody have this machine? Marilyn, it does. It does look like a kind of an old-fashioned machine. This is a heavy-duty, so this is semi-commercial is what it's called. It's metal, it's heavy, it sews really, really fast, and it's got this wide throat in here so that you can quilt your quilts with it. You can do free motion quilting. You do all sorts of really fast quilting. If you're piecing a quilt, do you know how fast you can shove that fabric through there? Piece after piece after piece after piece. It is a very heavy-duty machine. I just wanted to brag a little bit about it today. And this right here is a quilt guide that I can adjust. And this actually comes off. I've got it on right now, of course, because you can see that. But this will give me perfect channel quilting. And if I don't want to take it off, I can just lift it up and sew away and not have to remove it. That's some pretty cool stuff about this machine. Does anybody have any questions, or do you have this machine? I would love to hear if you have it already. Because looky right here, I have some leather, and you can see I've already sewn on a little bit. And of course my little so I did this presentation the other day, and I have it on my little turntable here because, of course, I want you to see this part, I want you to see this part, and I want you to see it sew, right? So you can't flip the machine around like that, but I can put it on my little turntable and do it. But look at this. I'm going through leather. So if you're doing a bag with leather on it, have you ever had your machine will skip a stitch and you think, oh my heck, now I've got to go back over that again. Now what am I going to do? Well, this one's not going to skip. This one is not going to skip. It is timed so it's going to meet that bobbin perfectly and go through heavy, heavy fabrics, because you can see how easy it was for me to go through this leather. And this is pretty thick leather. That's like maybe the size of a quarter, thick as a quarter. That's pretty thick leather. It's tough stuff. So if you're doing upholstery or home deck or making pillows or pillows for the outside, so when it's warm outside, we can all go outside, well, you can cover your chairs with it. That's how tough this machine is. So if you're thinking of getting a different machine, another machine that is just dedicated straight stitch, this is the one for you. It is called the Accomplish because you can accomplish so much. So what I'm going to do is after we finish here, I'm going to put a link on my Facebook page. If you're interested in it, you'll have to give them a call because it is an unadvertised price, which is really cool. I didn't mention that it has a needle threader, did I? There's a needle threader right there, so you don't have to even be able to see. They will still honor the unadvertised price if you want to get that. No pressure from me. I get nothing for it. Nothing at all. I wish I did. All right, does anybody have any questions? It is a workhorse, Marilyn. It is definitely a workhorse. Alice says, Heidi and I are going to a quilt show tomorrow. How fun. I haven't been to a quilt show in a really long time. All right. If anybody has any FOMO out there, remember what FOMO is? Fear of missing out. I don't want you to miss out on this, okay? It's already on the website. The pattern is not there yet. It probably will be up tomorrow. The link is not there yet. But I think the class, what is that, maybe 3.5 weeks away? But don't wait. I want to be excited that you're going to be there with me, okay? I think it's kind of fun. And if you have not done the flat lock wave before, you are going to love it, and you'll be amazed at how easy it is. What a fun technique. Piping, I love to pipe on my serger. On my sewing machine, not so much. I mean, it's workable. You can still do it. But I'll tell you what's neat about the serger. When you do piping, it cuts it off perfectly at your 1/4 inch width. You don't have to go back and trim your piping. Do you get tired of trimming your piping? And when we put this ribbon in with that cover stitch, you're going to say, wow. And you're going to find reasons and times to use all these techniques. Okay, are there any questions I can help you with? Quilters Anonymous Quilt Show. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a cool name, huh? All right. I think I have. Oh, you know what? I know this is silly, but I wanted to tell you it comes with, this Accomplish comes with a soft hardcover. I mean, it's very soft, but it's a hardcover. And I have to show you this part. It comes with the extension table. You don't have to purchase that separately. And it has this cute little door right here. I probably can't lift it from this side angle. There it goes. So you can still get to your bobbin. You're not having to go underneath your machine. All right, I have made my little spill on that. I tell you, when I get excited about a machine, it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, it's just a machine. But it is a cool machine. All right, someone asked if we are going to make our own piping. I made my own. And let's let you see that right here. This is the same fabric as this right here, I believe. That piping is the same fabric as my ruche is. Of course, you can do it any way you want, and if you want to buy pre-made piping, you can do that too. But it's so easy to make. We can do it together. All right, all you serger fans out there that want to do the projects, and you've been talking about how you want to learn more things, you will learn so much in this class. I'm hoping you can join me because I don't want to sew alone, okay? All right, I'm done. I should tip my hat, top of the morning to you. Do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? When my kids were young, I did. And I was so excited. One morning I got up and I put food coloring in the scrambled eggs. I put food coloring in the milk so they wouldn't eat it. They wouldn't eat it. They went to school hungry. And so I haven't done that again. Although I tried, the green Jell-O, you can do all these green foods, but they weren't that excited about it. So I didn't do it anymore. Did you guys do things like that? How did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Anybody out there? Crazy, I know. All right, I guess I'm done. And if you want to put your comments down below and tell me what you do on St. Patrick's Day, I would love to read it. Maybe it will give me some ideas of what we can do tomorrow. Oh, Alice says we made corned beef and cabbage yesterday. Is that good? You hear about it a lot, but I don't know if it's good or not. Hey, Valerie, how big is it in the UK, St. Patrick's Day? Do you do it? I mean, I don't know what kind of a holiday it is. I think it's everywhere, isn't it? It's not like the 4th of July. Corned beef and cabbage. Okay, here's my question. Do you buy corned beef or do you have to make it from scratch? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if I've ever had it. I've seen corned beef in the can at the grocery store. Is that what you buy? I don't know. Will somebody tell me? And cabbage. And I suppose that's cooked cabbage, right? We went to Ireland and we never had that. Roasted cabbage with garlic? Oh, so you buy it at Costco. Would you please post a pic? Definitely. No canned corned beef. Well, I'd never had it. Oh, can you really, Marilyn? You can buy it in the meat department of the grocery store? Oh, really? You buy it and cook it in the crock pot. It's like brisket. Corned beef in the meat section, it's boiled. Wow. Well, I think I have some Irish ancestors there. I think I do. I have a lot of English ancestors too. My maiden name was Gilbert, and I think England is full of Gilberts. Okay, I have to tell you, it seems we're on the subject of corned beef, and not corned beef, but the other night, my husband pulled a roast out of the freezer and said, let's have this tomorrow. So we cooked it, cooked all day, smelled really good. But forgive me, I had a hard time eating it. We still have some in the fridge downstairs. This has been 2 days. I had some of the first night, but it's buffalo. Can I eat buffalo? My son-in-law went buffalo hunting, and he brought some buffalo home, and so of course he gave us some, and he's so proud of it. But I'm kind of used to just the cow in the field, right? He even brought venison home, and I can't eat it. I can't do it. I can't eat duck. I can't eat lamb. No, I'm kind of a beef girl. I can do a pork chop once in a while, but not much. I like bacon, but I'm kind of a beef person. Oh, well, you know what, Marilyn? We probably are. Probably are. Yep. I love to do genealogy too, though. That's one of my hobbies. I love to do that. I like to search them out because I know they're hanging out with me even right now. I know my grandma's right here. My grandma Gilbert is right here. She's always with me. I tell you, she loves to quilt and she loved genealogy. So she's my girl. So Alice, you had buffalo in Montana. Did you like it? Venison's your favorite? Okay. I'm gonna eat buffalo tonight. Mashed potatoes and buffalo. Kind of have to. I'm not gonna let it waste. And Larry loves it, so I don't know. Okay. I guess I better go get started on the mashed potatoes, huh? And I'm gonna have a lot of mashed potatoes, maybe a little bit of buffalo. It's really not that bad. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining me tonight. And remember, Monday morning, I have a fun little thing for you. And it is a 10-minute one. It's not going to be a long one. It's going to be fun. I think you'll like it. Maybe I'll make one before. I don't know. If I don't, we'll make it together, right? We can do that because we're friends. Heidi says, my mom made sweet and sour venison with rice. It disguised the taste. When I grew up, my dad hunted all the time. So we had venison a lot. But since I've been married, I haven't had it. And I've been married longer than I was growing up. Okay? But we had venison all the time, and I liked it then. I choose not to eat it now. It's okay. I like the Bambis to stay out there. I'm not going to go shoot one, okay? Not a bit. But if you want to, it's okay. You can. I think I'm done. Goodbye, everybody. Sign up for the class. I'm going to be watching for you. I'm going to check every day and see anybody that's signed up because I want to hang out with you. I want to do a Zoom class and just have fun. And maybe we'll sew. Maybe we won't. No, we'll sew. We definitely will sew. All right. Anybody want to say goodbye? Goodbye. I will see you on Monday. Don't forget, have a great weekend and celebrate with your Irish roots, okay? We all got a little Irish in us, don't we? I think we do. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. Bye-bye.